Okay, so look at Doom 3, the BFG Edition, at 21:9. Okay, so the game doesn't need a mod to run, and really I can't fault it very much. So straight away, the option for both 2560x1080 and 3440x1440 are both present, and both are generally scaled for correctly throughout the game. The gameplay shows off more of the world on the sides of the screen, and I just stuck FOV up to 100 and had a brilliant experience. Screen effects, like getting shot, all shift to the edges of the screen, not getting stuck at 16:9 or 4:3 for that matter. The HUD shifts to the sides as well, not stretching or zooming either, allowing full immersion into the tense fighting. The main menu is 16:9 with black bars, and this is clear at the point where you choose which game you want to play. So the BFG Edition gives you 1, 2, and 3, all in just the one package. However, the actual main menu of Doom 3 has the edges fade to black, so unlike where you choose your games, here you don't actually notice that there are black bars on the sides, so it works very cleanly, and yeah, it can't really be faulted. Following this precedence, the loading screens are unfortunately 16:9 as well, with black bars on the sides. However, they are so brief, you hardly have time to register that they're even 16:9 before you're playing the game. So yeah, it's not really something to pick at much. The in-game menu is exactly the same as its 16:9 version, however it's a small box in the center of the screen, so it really just works perfectly for any resolution, and whilst the back button appears center screen, it's much better it sticks there than shifting out to the edge of the screen, as you just wouldn't see it otherwise on a 21:9 screen if you're focused in the middle. Now there are the in-game menus which are up on your device, I don't know, that you look through and you can go through all the menus to see what information on people, for example. This is 16:9 with black bars on the sides, however it does fade to black on the sides, so you can still tell that it's black barred, but it's not too bad. And it also seems to go further than 16:9, not all the way to 21:9, but sort of a mid-ground in between. So yeah, it doesn't look great, but it's also not horrific. Cutscenes are 21:9 as they are rendered in-game, and that's always a welcome feature. Not being ripped out of immersion by bloody black bars is always a good thing. It must be noted though that there are, for example at the start of the game, cutscenes which are pre-rendered and that are 16:9, and not only are they 16:9 on the side so they have black bars, but they have black bars on the top and bottom for, I don't know, that cinematic effect. I don't know what the hell they're trying to sell you on, but that is a point to note on the very few, but they are present, these bad black barred cutscenes. Now, whilst playing at 1440p does make the game look extremely crisp, and wow, I really cannot fault the quality of 1440p, and hopefully this is the case, you can notice this as well, because this is my first 1440p video on this channel, well, depending on how YouTube feels about compression. It does come at a cost running it at such a high resolution, even on such an aged game like this. I got occasional lag spikes, even noticeable on a G-Sync monitor, and obviously this wasn't helped by recording, but it was still present when I wasn't recording. Another point to note is you only have two choices for FPS, 60 and 120. So for recording I stuck it at 60 FPS with no anti-aliasing or motion blur. And yes, because this game lacks any kind of depth to its graphics options, it does mean you will stutter at times, even on a GTX 980 Ti that I'm on at 3440x1440. It just can't really be helped though, and it didn't really bother me much, but it is still, when you think about it, such an old game, and to be unable to run it cleanly and steadily at 1440 on the highest really end graphics card of the time, it is a bit ridiculous. Now, overall, I must say I have really loved playing this game. I never got to play it before now, and I'm having an absolute blast. It keeps you on the edge of your seat while you're in these intense firefights, with ever-increasing varieties of aliens in eerie, sometimes pitch-black environments, and I just genuinely didn't care about the graphics quality whilst playing, and that's coming from a graphics whore. Maybe 1440p really does just increase the resolution to the point where graphics don't matter as much if the gameplay is just so solid. It's a game I would definitely recommend to any FPS lover. Anyway, I hope that gives you some information on how the game runs at 21:9. Give this video a like if you found it helpful, and subscribe for future info. For any other games at 21:9, head over to my channel and hopefully I've covered it. If I haven't, then leave a comment down below and I'll try and cover it. Have a good day.
Systems in this area. Watch out. A big one could knock out our lights. That was close. Don't try to get me!
Understand, Dr. Betruger.
No, I understand everything.
I'm telling you now, Doctor, the UAC is taking over this operation.
Operation? Is that what you're calling it?
The situation is out of control.
It's not out of control, Swan. You are. I'll manage this, and you and your flunky will be taking control of nothing. Do you understand?
Yes, Betruger. I think I do understand.
Okay, Plan B.
Gas leak stopped. Fire extinguished.
Untitled